and welcome along to this LTA Women's Special. I'm Laura Winter, delighted to be joined here by Katie O'Brien, Jordanne Whiley and Katie Boulter. And we are here to talk about and celebrate International Women's Day. It's going to be a brilliant discussion about what International Women's Day means to them and the women who inspire them as well. So ladies, a very warm welcome. Thank you for joining me for this chat. Jordanne, we're going to start with you. Your first choice, your first woman who has inspired you.
I'm a massive fan of Stacey Solomon, and recently she's really inspired me quite a lot actually, because her social media is just amazing. Like, she's so unapologetically herself and she's so real, and she's just so much like positive vibes going on. I love it.
I'm also obsessed with her social media. She's brilliant on it, and you're so right. She's just so herself, and it is inspiring to see, isn't it?
Definitely, and that's something I'm quite passionate about, just like being yourself, especially when it comes to social media with girls nowadays. With her, I just found she gave me a lot of positivity through COVID when it was a lot of like negative things going around, and I just really respected her for that.
Katie, do you both follow Stacey?
I don't follow her. I want to now though.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah, she's just brilliant. So I think it's a very worthy, brilliant choice. I love it. Thank you, Jordanne. Okay, Katie O'Brien, your first choice, please. This is someone in tennis, isn't it?
Yes, so my first choice is Monica Salash. So I'm showing my age here, but my earliest sporting memories probably date back to 1992. And in that year, Monica Salash and Steffi Graf were the two women at the top of the game then. And I do remember them playing the Wimbledon final that year. And I just loved the fact that Salash was just so tenacious, so gritty. She was really aggressive. I thought it was incredible how she came back from that horrible stabbing incident, so she overcame adversity and came back onto the tour and actually did incredibly well when she came back.
So she was kind of the pinnacle figure for you growing up, that you thought, that's what I want to be, that's who I want to be.
Steffi Graf was equally inspirational, but the two of them are definitely the two high flyers that encouraged me to get into the game.
I remember reading Monica Sellas's autobiography, and it was just one of the best autobiographies I'd ever read. And at that point, this was quite a few years ago now. At that point, I remember thinking, wow, this lady is incredible. And winning Grand Slams at such a young age. I mean, I was going to Paralympics at 16 and I was rubbish. So I don't know how she was winning Grand Slams at that age.
I wish I had their games, but unfortunately I don't. So I will keep on working and trying to get anywhere close to what they've achieved.
Thank you very much to Katie. The other Katie, on to you. Who's your first pick?
Naomi Osaka. I personally would say she's really shown her strength of character through a lot of the stuff that she's done on and off the court. You know, she's used her voice in the most powerful way possible, and I think she's an extremely amazing person to be able to do that, and especially from such a young age as well. It's seriously impressive to see that.
Her recent win at the Australian Open was kind of the icing on the cake of what's been an incredible rise to the top. And you forget she's just 23 years old as well.
Yeah, she's really young. I think the way that she carries herself, you know, on and off the court is something that a lot of people can look up to and try and be like, because it's definitely what I model myself on. And, you know, the graciousness on and off the court is very important. And I think she's done a tremendous job at that.
Katie, thank you very much for sharing that one. Jordanne, we're coming back to you then for your second pick.
People who know me know how much I'm such a geek, and I'm a massive fan of the Tudors. So Queen Elizabeth I is like one of my all-time power women. I mean, she ran a country. She's incredible, and she was surrounded by men in a time period where it was not okay to just be a woman on your own, and she just bossed it.
Katie O'Brien, back to you. Your second choice.
So my second choice is Gabby Logan. So she is my favourite sports broadcaster. I think she's super engaging, she's very witty, she's very open, she doesn't take herself too seriously. And I think she's a very credible presenter regardless of what sport she does, which I think actually says a lot given she does a lot of coverage of traditionally male sports like football and rugby. She's really thick-skinned, and I follow her on social media. I don't know her, but I would love to actually just sit down and have a meal with her. She just seems like a great role model in every way, and she's a family person. She's very well grounded.
Perfect dinner party guest.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And Katie Boulter, coming to you then.
Definitely someone who has been my idol since the moment I was born. She's an incredible woman, and that would be my mum. She put me in the sport to start with. She showed me the ropes in many different things and way of life, and she showed me how to keep her grace through adversity and through the best moments of her life. So I think she's someone that I aspire to be like, and hopefully I can be half the woman that she is right now. And I will keep on working and trying to be someone exactly like her, because she's definitely an idol to me.
I think everyone watching will resonate with that mum is probably one of the first people you think of when this question's asked, of a woman who is inspirational to you. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing your inspiring women here with us all on International Women's Day. Thank you so much.